everybody, my name is Lisa and you're watching my channel, One Lisa Show, and today I am going to go over everything that I made in March, the blouses I made, because I did make a couple of bras, but I'm not going to share those with you, basically because they're in use, so I'm not sharing them. I have nothing to hold up, but I made a lot of stuff this March and I wanted to share, including my Frugal Sews 23 challenge makes. One got in on time, one did not, and believe it or not, there was a third that I completely forgot about. So I do have my little journal that I got from Granny's Sewing Room that I use to keep track of what I've been making this year. And for the month of March, I made a handful of tops. Let's start with what I'm wearing. I'm so pleased with this. This is, it is a simplicity pattern and it's also a Butterick pattern. I don't know how that happened, but it did. It is a pattern by Gertie and I had the Butterick 6563 and it is a very simple top with different collar and sleeve variations. And this is a quilting cotton from Joann's. I'm wearing it today because it made me happy. And look at this. It's a white background with pops of cherries and hearts. And believe it or not, I bought this fabric in January thinking, oh, I'll make this for Valentine's Day. Nope, I finished it. I can tell you, I finished it on the 19th of March. This is a 45-inch width quilting cotton from Joann's. I used 2 yards and I had a nice little chunk left over, but I would say don't get yourself smaller than 2 yards to make this Gertie blouse. I did the pointed collar. It's my first time with the pointed ones. I usually do the Peter Pan collar for this shirt, and I always do the puff sleeve. This is a size 18. When I originally made this pattern a couple of years ago, I did the 22, I think, and it was way too big, and this fits good. I think after its first washing as a finished garment, I'm going to try it on again and see how we fare. But it is a little baggy right now. I have made this in a shirting fabric before and the 18 fit perfect. So knowing that this is a Joann's quilting cotton, I think if it is still this big after a couple of washings, I might size down to a 16. And I've been hemming and hawing on the possibility of sizing down to a 16 for my Simplicity and Butterick patterns. So one lesson learned, I did not put a button at the top because I never button the top, and I absolutely love this blouse. It's a great blouse. It's perfect for spring and even for summer. Next up is a tale of 2 Frankies. I made 2 Frankie tees by Tilly and the Buttons, and those are featured in the Stretch book. This is a great book. I talk about it all the time. If you like to sew and you're nervous about sewing knits, this is a wonderful book. It comes with a lot of patterns. It is not the most size inclusive. I check with them to see if they're updating that to accommodate larger size range. But what's wonderful about this is the size 1 of the Frankie tee, which is a raglan sleeve t-shirt. The size 1, I take an inch out at the length and shorten line. And I do a short sleeve and it fits my nieces perfectly, and they're 9 and 11. So to me, this is great because I'm actually getting it for some children's sizing as well. It's a little baggy, but it's still a great, great shirt. I made my sister one out of a wonderful cotton jersey from Beyond the Pink Door that was gifted to me from Andrea. And it was a poppy jersey. I'm going to insert a picture. It's really a cute, cute top. It fits her well. I made her the size 6. And then my niece, I don't have a picture of her wearing it, but I'll insert a picture of hers. I used scraps. And again, I made the size 1, and it was a crushed velvet and then a double brushed poly for the sleeves. And looks great, and I hope it fits her. And then we come on to our So Frugal 23 challenge makes. I did a video I actually did a couple of videos. One was inspiration for the So Frugal 23 challenge, and then the next video I did was showing how to sew your jersey scraps together to make one large piece of fabric. So if you guys were wondering, this was my entry for the So Frugal 23 challenge. Sorry, it's a little crumpled because I wore it yesterday. I love wearing this shirt, even though it's all mix matched prints and compositions. They're all jerseys and they had a lot of the similar colors in them. I couldn't help it. I made it. This is the Deer and Doe Plantain tee. I did the short sleeve version and I raised the neckline about an inch. I think I would raise it again another inch next time I make this. This is one of my tried and true t-shirt patterns, just like the Frankie tee from Tilly and the Buttons, but this is a free pattern, and this was all of my little scraps. As you can see, even this is a little tiny piece of yellow here. There's a little piece of this purple. It worked great. I love it. I'm going to insert a picture of me wearing it. I also would size down to the 44 next time I make this. I don't know if maybe my body shape is just changing slightly. Maybe I'm losing a little weight. I don't know, but that Gertie pattern seems to be just slightly big on me, and this seemed a little big on me as well, so I think I'm ready to size down. Other make in my inspiration video for So Frugal 23, I finished it but not in time. I got it done on April Fool's Day. And it is also a free pattern. So on Peppermint Magazine's website, you can find this free t-shirt pattern, and they call it the boxy tee, but it's also known as the Harvest Top by, I believe it's Pattern Runway for Peppermint Magazine. I used scraps and I color blocked and did different colors on different pattern pieces. It is finished. The problem with this twill that I got from Joann's, and these are scraps, they're very movey. They move around, they slip and slide. And I had such a hard time matching the facing up to it that I just ended up doing bias tape. So I had some scrap bias tape, and it's white. It doesn't even match. But I feel it's okay. And instead of doing buttons all the way down, because it is slightly baggy, I went and sewed it all the way down at this line, and then I left this open and just put in a snap in a contrasting color, and I thought it looks fine. So as you see the pictures, I'm actually happy with it. It gives off a little bit of Golden Girl vibes. It is still baggy on me. I don't even need to unsnap it to put it on, and I sized down. The holes for the arms are so big that I think I'm going to have to wear a tank top underneath this or a camisole just to protect my modesty. It's not something I feel comfortable just having this be so big. It is a great use of scraps. Would I make another? I might make another. I actually like it. I actually like how the different fabrics all kind of come together. And I think with jeans, it's fine. So this was a win. I really like this top. To wrap things up, I have another make that I didn't even realize until yesterday. This would have qualified for the So Frugal challenge. This is actually one of the t-shirts that I even talked about in my inspiration video. It is the DIBY, Do It Better Yourself, ABB, Anything But Basic tee. I made this for my niece. I made it for my niece. It is a piece of clearance pop knit fabric from Joann's that I had, and this obviously is from Halloween time. It was clearance stuff, and I think it was like $2 a yard, so I had a yard of it, and I made size 11 regular for her and used some black ribbed knit for the neckline. There's my fancy tag that Auntie Lisa loves you and Shine Bright Superstar. It's cute. I made this for her just because I had it. It's not a very stretchy, it's like a 100% cotton jersey, so it's not very stretchy, so I did size up for her. It's just such a quick thing. I think I made this from start to finish, cutting the fabric out all the way to finished, hemmed, less than 2 hours. It's a quick make. I did not serge this at all, though. I think this one was a non-serged item. I just made it to make because I had some time to kill. I love this. This is, hopefully she likes it. She'll see it today. You okay, Pen? So those are all the tops I made in March. I usually don't sew that much. On top of that, I made 2 bras and I finished my corduroy shirt dress, which I don't have a picture of, unfortunately, and I will get that to you. It is in the laundry bin, so it's not something I can take out right now and show you because it's all wrinkled up and at the bottom of my laundry. Fits great, happy with it. And now that we're getting to spring, I don't know how many days I'll be able to wear it until fall. If I could make one recommendation while you're watching this video, if you have Amazon Prime, there is a movie I watched over the weekend. It is called Miss Harris Goes to Paris. If you like to sew, if you like fashion, if you like vintage styles, I highly suggest you check this movie out. It was cute. It was heartwarming and endearing. I enjoyed it. It was just a good story, and I loved the fashion, and I loved the story altogether. I found it very enjoyable. So if you have Amazon Prime, please check it out. Let me know what you thought of this movie if you've already seen it, or if you do watch it, I would love your thoughts because I thought it was it was not a waste of my time. That's all I have today. I'm wishing you a wonderful April and happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.